Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to say that I'm privileged to be standing alongside leaders within our community who are not only providing practical leadership, but who are providing moral leadership. I believe that this, more than anything else right now, has the ability to impact and shape our community. Hashtag One Howard is a powerful initiative to strengthen our community, and I'm honored to be at its inaugural event, so thank you all. As youth, we often feel entitled to a free pass when we make mistakes by virtue of our fledgling adult status. We only get to sow the seeds of our youth for a few years anyway, right? And we promise that we're going to do better when we're older. But I argue this is a pretty big cop-out. I argue that we're far more powerful than we give ourselves credit for, and I argue that we're better than that. Or are we? Just last week, a high school student killed herself as the result of cyberbullying. It's astounding the power that we wield with the choices that we make as mere teenagers. So we have to ask ourselves, how much time is being wasted spreading hateful language and disdain, and to what end? Then we should ask, what could we achieve instead if we allotted the same amount of time towards something that was positive and unifying? The late Robert Kennedy said, "This world demands the qualities of youth, not a time of life, but a state of mind. A predominance of courage over timidity, of the appetite for adventure over the love of ease." You have to admit it takes courage and will to harass someone or to vandalize someone's property or spread hateful comments. Someone really has to have guts of steel and malicious intent to engage in these types of activities. Can you imagine how powerful that person might be if they refocused their courage and will to celebrate others instead of disparaging them? Yes, we're young, but we're powerful, and we can be agents of positive change, but the choice is ours. We are at the very beginning of our journey into adulthood, and the choices we make now will determine the trajectory of our lives. We must choose the path of least resistance, which also offers the greatest chance for success. This path recognizes that as Americans, our duty is to treat another with dignity and respect. We must choose, we must want for others what we want for ourselves, and we must recognize that the power, security, and prosperity of our country is directly proportional to the power, security, and prosperity of each and every one of us. It takes a lot longer to realize that we've made a mistake and change course than it does to just choose the right path from the very beginning. So, as youth, we must choose wisely. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said that no individual can live alone, no nation can live alone, and anyone who feels that he can live alone is sleeping through a revolution. He goes on to say that nothing will be done until people of goodwill put their bodies and their souls into motion. Those words were spoken almost 50 years ago, and they still ring true. In the Quran, the holy book of the Muslims, God says, يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا. O mankind, we have created you from a single pair of a male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes that you may know one another, not that you may despise one another. Know one another, learn one another, and support one another. So to everyone in this room, including myself, I urge us to be people of goodwill and to put our bodies and souls into motion. No individual is stronger than a team, and I still believe that no matter what, goodness always prevails. Thank you all so much.